Okay, are we ready to roll? Fabrice from Antidote, are you ready, my friend? Let's do it.
That's okay. Thanks. Okay, good evening. My name is Fabrice. I'm the CEO and founder of a company named Antidote. We're specialized in dynamic content management, which means we are very, very good at data enrichment, text analytics, content processing, everything with those new machine learning technologies and so on. True story. Between January and April, we have upgraded our own private cloud, where we run a bunch of hardware for our SaaS clients. And I've been obliged to read more than 5,000 pages of technical documentation for these hardwares we have here and that we run. That was painful, 5,000 pages, and not because of the content itself, which I like, by the way, but more because the way the content is provided and made available online on the websites from those guys. It's like just PDFs, static HTML. It's very difficult to search, very difficult to read. You have to download everything, spend a lot of time. And the more content you have, the worse it gets. So that's exactly what we're trying to solve. The mission is to change the way tech content is made available on the web when you engineer and sell complex, sophisticated products. So our goal is to become the absolute leader in that domain. So what we want to do is to have those support websites get rid of the static, flat HTML, PDF content, and just provide actionable information, real knowledge. So that's exactly what Fluidtopic does. So that's a product we've been designing for 2 years and that we unveiled 3 months ago, and there's 3 things. Get it, use it, share it. Get it means that we're able to combine all the information available in your company, whatever it is, tech doc, wikis, knowledge base, and create a unified knowledge hub. Then use it means that we provide all the necessary tools to access that content, search, embedded reader interface, through responsive design interface, everything's needed, and share it, mean that we provide on top of that all the necessary features to personalize the content, collaborate, re-annotate, communicate, plus for the people delivering the content, all the analytics they need. Because the way they deliver it right now, when you put PDF on a web page, once the PDF is downloaded, you don't even know if people read that document and what they do with it. So instead of talking more, I'm going to show you what Fluidtopic is about and the way it works. So I'm going to do the demo on Fluidtopic's running our own technical content. Being a software vendor, got a lot of content, got something like more than 2,000 documents and a lot of different pages. And the way it works is just instead of having a form link when you arrive, just have this search box and you can start typing in depending on whatever you want. So we got this autocomplete feature that is tolerant, and say search for secure, and it's very fast. This is the content. First thing you see on the left side, got these facets, and that's created dynamically when we index the content by analyzing the content itself based on whatever your product are and your content is. For us, it's version, category, document type, product, and so on. And on the right part, those are not documents that you have as reply. Those are chunks of knowledge, chunks of information, because we reanalyze everything so that when a piece of content is used in several documents, then you have the information telling you where this piece of knowledge appears, and you can choose where you want to read it. Say, for example, I want to read this content. I click on the link, it says, hey, guy, you still need to tell me what version of the product you use. I just click on the link, and then I switch to the embedded reader. So you see there's no download. It runs like that. It's very fast. Even if I were in a 3G, allow the 3G connection, because we stream the content dynamically. And from here, you can just start browsing and scrolling like that. So it's infinite scrolling mechanism. So we prefetch the content. You see that the table of contents on the left side synchronizes automatically. OK, both sides. Can click anywhere in the content, and works very fast. We've been adding a few features to make it even more appealing. Like, for example, those are huge documents, like are 1,000 pages long. And if you want to to browse fast in that content, you may be able to put bookmark. That's what this icon is meant for. For example, here I say I want to remember this part of the, I just click, choose a color, say save, and it's done. It's been added to my bookmark list for this guide, which is a configuration guide. Next time when I come, say I want to refine this configuration guide, just click there, retrieve the guide, and I can use my bookmarks. And just say, okay, it's done. So it took me 2 seconds to jump back to any place in the document. Another feature we've done, which is really great, is the ability to create your own documentation by aggregating pieces of content from different documents. It works the same way. You're reading a document, let's say, for example, searching something different. I'm reading this technical note, oops, and say, I want to take this piece of content and add that to a book. I just this other icon. I can choose among my books or create new books. So I put that in the book security, put a comment, save. It's done. This has been added to my book. And I can read my own book that I create like that. So you see I've got 4 books. I can my book security. And I just read this with the same reading interface, streamed dynamically. As you see here, this is the last topic I just added, and I can just scroll through the content the same way. I see my notes here, and because it's a book, I can, for example, modify that by drag and drop. I can reorder the topics, post-edit the notes, and everything. So you see, it's very easy to use, totally changes the user experience. Yeah.
Very nice, Fabrice. Thank you so much.
First questions. I'm going to open it up to the audience this time. Is this on? This is on, yeah. Okay.
Sarah, do me a favor. Could you run down there and find somebody maybe while I fix the clock?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, thanks for the presentation. It looks great.
It is.
Of course it is.
It is great.
I wonder specifically how it's great for a technical documentation department who have a lot of writers all contributing to one documentation effort.
It's exactly designed for you. What tool do you use to write to author content? FrameMaker?
Oh, I don't. I was always
stuff like
part
that.
of that workflow.
Usually people that write technical documentation have specific authoring tool, like FrameMaker or Authority, stuff like that. And we have connectors so that when you write with those tools, we just dynamically have the content flowing from your authoring tool to the solution directly. So you don't even have to do anything and generate the content. So it's available in a minute online, and you can review the content that way. We handle the security on top of that, so you can share with other people and so on. So it's really designed for people writing tech docs mostly, and whatever content you have, maybe wikis as well. Or
Did you have a question?
Hi, what are you looking for here?
hey, clients. It's a very new solution. So we kickstarted it 3 months ago. We already have 2 clients here in the States. Pipeline is mainly here and looking for more. And we may be raising money in 3 to 4 months. So we already have a venture capitalist, and we may be raising some more, a round A of more of 7 million in 4 months. Once we've got this more clients, say.
So you mentioned clients. Who should what kind of client, what's your ideal client?
Software vendors, electronics, network devices, all those guys that got really a lot of content. I mean, the APIs, everything, much it takes to install or to run those stuff. Maybe robotics or medical devices as well.
Fabrice, are you looking to relocate here to the Bay Area, or just have an outpost here?
It's not that we need specifically to be here. Well, we're trying to partner with some people that either develop the tools or develop the help-desk tools, authoring tools or help-desk tools, because it makes sense to plug Fluid Topics with this solution. So for example, having Fluid Topics available through your Salesforce service or through Zendesk would be great. So it's part of the reason I'm here. Otherwise, the pipeline we have today, like we have clients all over the states, all over the USA. Some are in Houston, talking to people in Chicago, not necessarily here in Bay Area. The thing is that there are a lot of tech companies here, which means that there are a lot of potential clients and a lot of people that need this solution.
Okay, question here.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you plan to limit the number of topics or bookmarks that you allow for users on your platform?
How many topics that we have? Or people?
Well, if I can create them and I'm a user, am I limited?
Oh, it depends on each client. I mean, each client, some may have very limited number of users if they sell very complex pieces of hardware that then they may have only thousands of clients. Others may have less documentation, but millions of users reading maybe not only 1,000 pages. So it's very depending on the client profile, customer's profile, who has its own clients and its own users. But we've seen people having more than something like 10 million pages of technical documentation. We've seen that already.
So, in that sense, what's your cost benefit, like using your solution versus? Can you quantify clearly the difference between investing and using your solution versus other solution out there?
Between our solution and putting PDF on a website, well, it's very difficult to measure. Well, in one case, just generate a PDF, put that on your CMS. Maybe it costs you close to zero. Only trouble and frustration from your users. So you have to quantify that. And on the other side, you have to pay for our solution, but you have reduced publishing cycle, happier user, more efficient support agent, and so it's so different that it's very difficult to measure the real difference between the two and say, so it's like dividing something by zero doesn't work. So you start from zero when you just push PDF on the web.
Anyone have a really quick question?
30 seconds on the clock. Anybody?
Well, I do the question. It's available SaaS and on-premise, both. Supports all your security constraints. Integrates seamlessly in your environment. 10 seconds more.
You're doing a good job. Yeah.
Good stuff.
That's really great. You should try that. We can set up a POC in something like an hour.
Right on. Thank you so much,
thank you.
Fabrice.
Yeah.
Nice.